me know. Do you hear the music or not?
Are we back? Let's see. All right, let's try to get Twitch back.
It's showing as playing on my OBS. So let me turn the volume up.
Twitch, pop out.
All right, what about now?
Yes, I can hear it.
Still no? Okay, I've turned it way up. Like way too high at this point. Like, can you at least hear it now? Okay, yeah, all right. I'm gonna turn it down to a more reasonable level. All right, how's that?
Just fine. Just fine, City. Just fine.
Honestly, I never touch the music volume. Like, we go through this every week. Some people say it's fine.
It's always something, CD.
Put it where it's good, and then for whatever reason this week, I haven't changed anything, and now all of you are saying you can't hear it. So I'm not sure what's going on there.
Who we got, man? Who we got in here? Let's see.
So now it's not. So we're just spinning in a circle.
We got Mech, the Flying Teapot, J-Cad, Goats or Goal, Krabby One, JR, Mojo, Get You, I get you, baby, I get you, Johnny Lewis, Incomprehensible. Right.
Let's try to intercept him at 04.
Stacks. I mean, hold on. It's just so many. We got Elliot, Captain Way, Hate, Super Tux, Beanie, Ninja, Mike, RJ Ram, Keith, Tasking Party, Player. We got Lario in the building. What's up, Lario? Sherm. Am I missing anybody? Chad, if I miss y'all, I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Too many of y'all today, man.
Yeah, great turnout. I've got a whole other group of people behind me. Let's see, here we got. Now, a lot of you, I apologize, I can't read all your names because there's some overlapping nameplates and I can't read them all. But the ones I can see clearly, we got Maple Wingman, Flyer 10.
Trying to get this thing stable, folks, and then we'll, you know,
Gunner Forever, Tox Race. What does it say? Our Waterman, Two Hawks, Getcha Pull, Fritz Flink, Frangulus 2 or the second.
All right, we're on it. And again, I'm thinking might be able to intercept them all.
And then maybe in front of me, do I have anyone? Yeah, we got some more here. We got Fire Savage, Mini Roadster, Akela 9, and K8UH. And then over there we have Stuxits. So great turnout today. Once again, if you're just watching and not flying, you can type !fly in the chat. It gives you all the instructions you need to join. And if you're if you don't have Microsoft Flight Simulator, but you want to dip your toes into it and give it a shot, it is included on Game Pass for both Xbox and PC. So you can sign up for an Xbox Game Pass or PC Game Pass account if you're not already a subscriber. And at no additional charge, you can try Flight Sim 2024.
You all right?
What's your speed at right now, CD?
I'm at 145 knots indicated. I'm going to throttle down just slightly more.
Let me make sure the terrain is turned up so you get the best visual quality on it.
Yeah, I'm going about 140.
Oh.
But I am behind the pack somehow. You know what it was? I went the wrong way when I took off. I just don't want to say nothing. I didn't want to embarrass myself. I went the wrong way.
I'm using the Few Clouds weather preset. Joe, what do you got for weather today? You on live weather or a preset?
I'm on live weather. Let me get my altitude down. We climbed and climbed and climbed.
So chat, how we feeling, man? Type 1 if we're feeling good today on this beautiful Friday. Type 1 in the chat.
I mean, how could you not, right? Look at this great flight. Like, I know I say this every week, but boy, there's some beautiful places in the world that we get to fly over. And
Truly.
Patagonia today is going to be in the top 10, right?
Well, I don't know. Man, I'm so fond of mountains. Yeah, he's right about that. I'm fond of mountains, and I get, that's my thing. So flying through
Type 1
flying through Canada has been fantastic. Forgive me. I actually got some sleep last night. I'm just
or have ever went bushing. Type 2 if you've never bush flown in Microsoft Flight Simulator before.
And if you haven't, you're missing out. Bush flying is some of the most challenging and types of flying you can do.
There are jokes there. There are so many jokes there, but I don't think I should go there. It's a family-friendly Friday fly-in live stream.
Seen a lot of bushers in the chat. That's good.
We don't love spend time in the bush.
So where are you guys at when I'm bushing every day then?
Flying.
Well, they should be checking out your stream. Let me put a link to that in the chat.
Hold on.
There we go. There's Joe's Twitch channel. Go ahead and give him a follow if you're not already, and watch his streams. Now, you're basically a full-time streamer at this point, right, Joe? Didn't you say you stream like 12 hours a day, 6 days a week or something?
Yeah, I am, man. I stream.
That was me, and then it just got too much. You get the Jones. You get the Jones. And you just want to stream and stream and stream and stream.
Addicted to the sim, man. I mean,
yeah,
that's the way I was in the first years.
I think.
And now I try to just limit it to like 1-2 hours a day.
Twitch and
let's just do an all told.
Playing the
well, that's a little low. All told.
And just within 2 months, I've clocked over almost 800 hours.
All told, baby. All told. Make him down a little.
You're greater than 500.
Well, we're gonna get to see the ground really, really well.
I still crash here and there. I'm not the best. Don't get me wrong.
Now, for those of you who are just viewers, if you've never done live streaming before, I want to tell you just how difficult that is. To be on, to be entertaining and engaging for 12 hours consecutively, that is very mentally taxing and draining. So that's really
not if you're quiet.
To do that 12 7 days a week.
Absolutely.
For the first couple hours, sure, but then hey.
Honestly,
if people are still tuned in, I've been really lucky with the SimCity live stream I've been doing lately. People are staying tuned in. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
It's addicting.
But then they don't chat.
Every day
they just want to lurk.
New place and
I'm like, okay, well,
meet new people, and it's just
getting late. I'm getting tired. I'm going to keep playing, but
what we love about Flying Friday is that we
don't know. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of talking.
we really try to mix it up.
You're going to be quiet. I'm going to be quiet.
Go to like popular big cities and like United States and Europe, like a lot of sim pods do. Obviously, we get our internal data. We see where the most popular airports that people take off and land from, and it's pretty much dominated by big cities in North America and Europe. But on Flying Friday, we always got to mix it up, and sometimes we'll go to big, big cities like that, but also we do things like this where we're backcountry bush flying in Patagonia.
Oh yeah.
And we go to Africa, we go to Asia. Always like to mix it up and don't just fly to the same places week in, week out.
Absolutely. I have a goal set for my stream once I get to 1,000 followers, and we're close. We're about to hit 500.
Well, good for him. That's great.
I want to do a world tour, and we're going to be bushing the whole way and
Bushing?
check out some really cool spots and cities and stuff, all in a bush plane, man. Absolutely. So, best part about the sim ain't go anywhere you want.
Yeah. So internally, we get like data of like where people are flying, what the most popular airports and things are. We publish that every now and then. We talk about like the top 10 airports that have the most takeoffs and landings in the sim. I'm almost curious if there are any airports that have had 0 takeoff and landings in Microsoft Flight Simulator, because there's what, like 38,000
In Yakistan, probably.
Yeah.
and I'm wondering
Afghanistan.
if any of them have not been visited, not even once yet, by anyone.
That's interesting.
Let's fly past Kilimanjaro, tallest mountain in Africa. So we've done that before, Captain Wave. We've actually specifically done a flight to Kilimanjaro before. Bit of background: I personally have climbed Kilimanjaro about 5 years ago.
That dude is real kind of like little Indiana Jones.
Back when we'd always do it again. No reason why we can't do it more than once.
Did you say you climbed the mountain?
I have in real life. I have. Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty impressive fella. Just a touch
I
envious.
can't do that, man. I'm afraid of heights. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, you're on the ground. It's a pretty well-maintained trail.
Can I?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you like climb the mountain. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I can slew.
No, it's basically it's,
Scully.
No, you're climbing to.
Oh,
almost
Trying to find CD.
But you're on a trail.
But you're on a trail.
Crabby.
It's not like you're using like picks and
Right.
like,
That's what I thought
like
you meant.
boots and things.
Yeah.
No. It's not like it's not like a technical climb. It's more just
Right.
like a really like a week-long hike. 5.5 days up, 1.5 days down.
Okay. I would do something like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you go out of autopilot? No. Come on, fix yourself. What are you doing?
What's the most popular for traffic, New York or Dubai?
GPS,
I believe
all.
The last time we posted those stats,
Okay, it's trying to
top
fix
3
itself.
airports, and this probably will come as no surprise. And I don't know the exact order, but these were the top 3: New York JFK, LAX, and London Heathrow were top 3 for.
Why is nobody actually? I swear nobody ever follows the actual flight plan.
There as well. I think.
So
Like all
the flight plan is over here, but
airports you would expect to be most popular.
they're all over there, and then it's kind of hard to keep everybody filmed.
I know we published those stats a while ago.
Why, fellas? All right, let's. Maybe I picked the wrong point. I should have.
I'd love to know which airport hasn't been landed on yet. Maybe you can tell me secretly, Sadie. No, I'm just kidding.
Flight plan.
Well, I don't know.
I should have aimed for 4.
Talk to our data scientist and see if he's on that port. Like I know he's obviously
Oh, 4's on the same heading though.
on like the top 10 most popular airports, but I wonder if there's any that are like the top 10 least popular, or if there's any that have had 0 takeoffs and landings ever.
Right.
Yeah, everybody's over there.
I know we published.
I'm just gonna turn it off, put it on heading. Hold.
But I can't remember what.
Heading twist doesn't want to function today. The twist. Give my poor engine a break. Not that it's real, but
So, CD, I got a question for you. Have you ever been to Papua New Guinea?
In the sim, yes. In real life, no.
Yeah.
So I'm still looking for that infographic we made.
I have suggested that after takeoff, he circles the takeoff airport a couple of times, like in racing, and you allow everybody to get into formation at the right speed, at the right altitude. And
what's everybody's favorite airplane in Microsoft Flight Simulator right now?
I'm really in love with the Archer Midnight.
Yeah, no hesitation on that one. I love that plane.
The Cirrus Vision jet is pretty nice.
I got friends. Will the ADX.
It's fast. The Honda jet. If I wasn't into VTOL flying and vertical takeoff and landings, that Honda jet is some hot stuff, man.
Vision jet. PBM 850.
Of course, the Japanese are gonna rock it, and they did, man.
Pelican. There we go, Ed. There we go. I still have yet to fly the Pelican, Ed. I totally forgot all about it. Oh my gosh. DC-3, A400M.
I still haven't seen CD. Unraised Pie.
320 Phoenix. RV-10.
There's Laura way up there. Yeah, she's in a jet.
Oh, you know what? We posted on Instagram. Well, let me see if I can find it on there. We made it as an Instagram reel.
I wanted to, but I don't think the F-35 does well at 150 knots. I could be wrong. Maybe it was a good choice. But I flew it the last time.
Scrapyard monster. Too many favorites. Can't list one. No, I hear you, man. It's a hard question. It really is. I downloaded the Pelican. I just totally forgot to fly it. I definitely want to give it a shot, though.
Oh, you haven't flown it yet?
No, I haven't, man. I totally forgot after I downloaded it. I just haven't done it yet. We might do it today. We'll see. We will be live after this stream. We're going to be bushing in the 185 in Papua New Guinea today, which is going to be super fun. Yesterday we were bushing in Mexico in the 185. Mexico is the best place.
Haven't been back to Mexico for 2024 yet. I hope some of the pyramids are in there. I'll pay for the DLC if somebody wants to make it, that's for sure. I would love all the... I wish they would partner up with History Channel and do all the ancient alien sites.
All right, let me... it's on YouTube. We posted it as the...
I would love to get all the sites. Göbekli Tepe. Baalbek.
Most popular planes. Number 3 was the Super Hornet. Number 2 was the A320.
My flaps? I'm not all the way up.
Humble Cessna 152.
The 152.
By number of flight sessions.
That is surprising.
London Heathrow.
But if you're learning to fly, it is ideal because it's safe. It's more safe than the 172 for training because you get to explore aerobatics in it, so you can push it a lot harder than the normal 172.
Million landing challenges. Again, this is out of date now. This is posted a few years ago. Total of 77.
So I guess I can believe it.
Wow.
It's cool. I wish they had stats on how many people are learning, how many people are new.
There you go. There's some stats for you. Again, one of these days we'll have to make a revised version.
It is a great time to learn how to fly. There are so many
2024 launch.
aircraft out there that you can start with.
Yeah, man, I thought it'd be really cool if there was a leaderboard.
There's some.
Most flight
Let me turn them down for a moment.
a global leaderboard for flight time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there are so many planes that are available in Microsoft Flight Simulator for people that have never flown before that can ease you into it. Because the first time you hop into a cockpit, even with the training, it's so overwhelming. And you just want to learn how to fly and have fun. So I really recommend the Icon A5. Looks just like a car on the inside. Not a lot to think about. Just get up and go. Learn how to fly. Okay, then if you want to keep going, you know, another aircraft that's futuristic. It's coming, though. It's on the way. It's real. It's called the Archer Midnight. It's a vertical takeoff and landing, so you don't even have to mess with the takeoff and landing. Got an autopilot, plenty for you to learn. Super simple. Super simple. That's the future. Super simple, powerful aircraft. I don't know if they're going to like that, but that's the way it's going. Computerized, amazing. I can't even wait till they start introducing AI into it all. I know that's kind of scary for some people. I know, but as far as making life amazing, it already, just the way it's set up manually, it's going to be so easy to fly. Like a day's worth of training, and you've got really enough to just be competent. And you still have to go through and learn everything if you're going to do one in the real world, fly one in the real world. There's a lot more to it, but as far as learning to fly, and anyway, just being able to get rid of the takeoff and landing, it's super stable platform, not like a helicopter where you're always fighting the damn thing. It's a beautiful thing, trust me. The Archer Midnight, the Joby is the same, it's just smaller. And those are free with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So 3 aircraft right there that can ease you into learning how to fly and get you excited about flying. And then you can be comfortable doing all your training and try other aircraft. And it can be very overwhelming, and a lot of it can be very tough, and depending on how serious you want to get with your flight training. The great news is that on YouTube right now, there is a flight training video for everything. Dozens. For everything you would want to learn about flying. You can spend all day watching flight videos and then run back to the simulator and try it all and learn it. Everything is if you want to be totally hardcore and learn everything about aviation, you can do it. You get out of it what you put into it. So, yeah. Everybody's like, it's a game, it's not a simulator. No, you're entirely wrong. Don't believe that at all. There is so much hardcore material if you want to go hardcore.
Isn't that right, CD? Czech Republic?
Czech Republic is right. I don't know how to pronounce that city, though. I don't speak Czech.
Am I saying the Czech part right?
Yes. Yeah, that part you got right.
Tajikistan.
I don't know. Tajikistan. Man, you guys really got me today, huh? With these names. South Carolina, Hong Kong, Ontario, Hamilton, Alaska, Balearic Islands, Slovakia, UK, Stonehenge, Galicia, Spain, Arizona, Braunschweig, Germany, Arkansas, Scotland, Canberra, Pale Blue Dye, Northern Ireland, Midlands, North Central Island, Newcastle, Columbus, Wisconsin, Scotland, Sweden, Lancaster, England, Hamburg, Germany, Austria, Colorado Springs, Florida. There we go.
Oh no.
Buenos Aires? Am I saying that right?
The ground is coming up on us. We need to raise altitude.
Yeah, Buenos Aires. I was just making sure I was saying it right. I'm bad with names, chat. Leave me alone. Buenos Aires, Argentina, South Rockwood, Munich. Oh.
Dude, really?
CD?
Yeah.
That one you probably should know that one, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry.
Munich in English, or München in the original German.
Oh man. Munich. Okay.
Oh, that'd be me. I'd be messing things up.
All right.
500.
All right. Plane is
Argentina. Chubut.
All right, nice to see we got a few people local to the area where we're flying over today. I always think that's really cool.
Come on, plane, climb. We have a mountain ahead of us.
And my favorite part, though, is that we have people from all over the world, all time zones, all regions.
Oh yeah.
I love how Community Friday can bring us all together.
You said fry.
Exploring our planet together.
Oh yeah. I mean, even streaming too, you get to meet a lot of really cool people, man, from all over the world just by being live on Twitch, you know?
For sure.
Okay.
I hope you're doing college with that streaming, Cash. I'm just really bad with words, chat. I'm really bad with words.
Well, we're coming up, at least a little bit, to the entrance to like the fjord region of Patagonia. It looks like I might need to climb. Someone said 5,500 feet is fine. I don't know. We might be playing some autopilot chicken here coming up. Chad, do you think I'll be able to climb over that ridge at my current altitude? I think I'm a little low, but we'll see.
Got it.
We'll see. Little nav map says 5,500 feet is safe. Well, we'll see, chat. I have my doubts. But as you can see, I'm at 5,500 right now. Cruising just below 140 knots. Challenge accepted, yeah. Recognize some of this area because of the Top Gear Patagonia special. You know, we're not even in the best of today's flight, and already this is really scenic and pretty.
Oh yeah.
So it's only going to get better from here out, chat. Silly Dev challenges me to stay at 5,500. Well, I will as long as I can. Look at that ridge in the distance, though, chat. I don't know if I can clear that at my current altitude. Looks a little bit sketchy, if you ask me.
Hold.
We'll find out. Getu is already climbing. Surly Dev says, trust little nav map.
There's CD. I see him.
So we got diversity of opinions here in the chat.
But again, they're all a little off on the flight plan.
You know, maybe? It's gonna be close either way. Like if I do have to climb, I won't have to climb by that much. Obviously in real life, I would not fly this low over a ridge. But in the sim, we can do things
Right?
that you wouldn't want to do normally for safety reasons in the real world. We
Really?
can take excess chances. Willow says, I'm at 7,000 feet and I just about have enough room. Few hundred feet to spare, maybe?
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Incomprehensible. Maple Wingman, Daddy Plump, Sudden Claw, Get to. Sidoc's always out.
Who I got back here with me, man? We got Janice, Mia,
Hayate, 1944.
Caloric Fall.
Gretchen Pull. See Gretchen every week.
And I got Kiwi with me. That's all I need.
You know what? I think I might be okay now that I'm getting closer to it. Yeah, I think I should be fine.
Black Cats player, Chance Peak.
Oh wow, the view over this ridge. Yeah, chat, it's about to get really, really scenic. If you like, I thought the view over the desert was pretty nice, but it's about to get even more spectacular. Look at this, chat. I'm about to clear this ridge. Look at that view up ahead. We can even descend into this valley if we wanted to.
I like green.
Okay, that is pretty. You know, I'm going to adjust my time of day so I don't have the sun glaring in my face.
Yo, whoever said head nod or head nod win, or yo, somebody mod them in my channel right now.
All right, look at that, chat. That is stunning.
Headwind.
It is very, very, very pretty.
The Patagonia region is renowned for being a great place for hiking and camping. A lot of eco-tourists will go there. Certainly something I personally want to do at some point.
Wow, that's pretty.
And you can see why, just looking at this scenery.
Ooh, really?
Complete Freedom, hello to you. Welcome.
Hey, Complete Freedom. CD, did you know Complete Freedom is building a Kit Fox in real life? Did you know that?
Oh, I did not know that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Gonna rip the wings off again? Trying to catch up?
3 years, our team got to go to the Reno Air Races, and we saw the Stole Drag competition at Reno, which is the newest class, and a lot of Kit Foxes competing in that. It's pretty cool to see. I am actually going to descend a little bit. Let's go down to, well, we'll start at 4,500.
You gonna get closer to the ground?
Yeah, I'm going to go down into this valley.
There you go.
5.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here, man.
Mm-hmm. Let's do 3,500. We'll be fine.
Chad, I'm not hiding behind the glasses.
Of course, the Patagonia region is shared between both Argentina and Chile, and we'll be flying in both countries today. Departure and full stop arrival are both in Argentina, and a couple touch and goes at airports in Chile en route.
The fun fact, Dizzy, the glasses make me go faster.
Just like painting your aircraft red also makes it go faster.
Right.
Scientifically proven fact. You paint something red, it goes faster. Everyone knows that.
Oh, man.
It's called speed paint for a reason. You go even faster if you paint flames on. Well, one of the liveries for the Bonanza in the sim has flames on it. We should do a test one day and have someone use the flaming Bonanza livery and someone use a generic Bonanza livery. See whose plane goes faster.
No, I wear these glasses because I stream for so long every day. These key lights will sometimes like really hurt my eyes, and so it helps kind of dim those key lights out. If that makes any sense.
I've got a couple of key lights in my my home studio as well. Although lighting conditions where the sun isn't at the time of year right now, I'm quite brightly backlit. So I don't have my key lights on at the moment, but I'll show you. I'll just put them on in a second. You'll see how really bright it is. Look at that. Look how.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I'll turn them back off. Obviously, I don't need them on today. But at different times of the year when I have less light in my home, I do need those lights.
Yeah, mine don't go that bright, but. Oh, man. So I'll just kind of give you an idea where I'm at. I just went over that ridge to where so you're a little bit ahead of me here.
Are there any touch and
Look
goes in
at
today's
this.
lights? There are 2 touch and goes. But we're flying through this sort of fjord-like terrain right now, and we'll get to those airports later on.
Wow. I need to save this spot. I'm seeing a lot of great sandbars and just kind of places that I could go bushing on my own stream too. It's a really beautiful area, man.
Oh, Patagonia is amazing.
Oh yeah.
You could spend multiple streams exploring Patagonia and not even see it all. Don't look back. Why not? The Air Force is coming. Oh, am I being intercepted?
No, we're trying to get into formation, Captain.
That a little town right here or something? A little village maybe? So type 1 in the chat if you guys are playing on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 today. Since we can't see you guys, because none of us are on 2020, make yourself known.
Yeah, here's what we'll do. Type 1 for 2020, 2 for 2024, 3 for 2024 Sim Update 2 Beta, and 4 if you're not flying at all, you're just watching the stream.
Yep. There you go, you did it better than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my.
So I would say we got a mix of everything, but the most popular response seems to be 2024 non-beta. The 2
Look at that.
seems to be the most popular answer. And look at this scenery, chat. Wow, this is pretty.
Yeah, this is gorgeous.
Yeah, be fun to slide down off some of those hills. Whee!
Welcome to Chile. Oh, did we just cross the border into Chile? So I have been to Chile before, not the Patagonia region though. I've been to the capital city, Santiago. I've been to Valparaiso, and I've been to Arica. Love being in Chile. Really cool country. Great climate in Chile. It was one of the world's premier wine growing regions, believe it or not, because the climate in Chile is so good for growing grapes and making wine. Any date for the desert? There's not a date locked in yet. It's coming soon though. It'll be in May sometime. We just don't have the date locked down, Edarin. ETA for Sim Update 2 when it's ready. It's of course in beta testing right now. When the team feels it's ready to release, that's when it'll be made available to everyone. Your wife is from Santiago. Cool. Patagonia makes good jackets. Well, I own a Patagonia jacket, but I don't think it's actually... I don't think the company is headquartered in Patagonia. I just think they named their company after this region.
Wow, look at that mountain. And that sandbar, too.
You're gonna come back here and land on that on your channel, aren't you? Yeah.
Oh, I will. Well, I hope you're not sharing my screen because I forgot I had unlimited fuel off.
Oh, did you just run out of fuel?
Yeah.
You might be landing on that sandbar.
Yeah.
And I am very thirsty right now.
Oh man. Here we go, chat.
We got live emergency landing. I don't know.
This is. I don't know.
I don't know if you're going to be able to make that.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Trim for best glide speed.
Trim for best glide speed.
I mean, I'm moving, but barely.
I don't think you're making land. I think you're ditching in the water.
You think so?
I think you're going to be pulling a Sully here.
Oh, no. What's my altitude? 1,000? 1,800? I don't know, CD. We might make it. Chat, type 1 if you think I'm going to make it. Type 1, chat. 1,700? Or no, that's 700 feet. Never mind, I lied.
Remember, that's above sea level, too, not above ground level.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
On that stall horn.
Oh, no,
we're in the water. Yeah, we're in the water.
You're going to the drink for sure.
Yeah, we're in the water. No. Oh my gosh.
Well, you know, the good news is you're not that far from shore.
Yeah,
you can egress and then swim for it.
Here, let me turn on unlimited fuel.
All right, F's in the chat, folks.
Oh man. Okay.
But there you go. We got to see a emergency ditching live on Community Fly-In Friday. This is why you tune in, folks, for the drama. You never know what'll happen on Fly-In Friday.
Oh my gosh.
Folks, look at this scenery. This is amazing. Man, I've got to visit Patagonia at some point as a tourist. the thing I love about Flight Sim is it inspires me to visit places in the real world after seeing them in the sim first.
Oh yeah.
Are we stopping at SCHR? We have a touch and go there, but not a full stop landing. In fact, that is the next waypoint. 16.8 nautical miles to Sierra Charlie Hotel Romeo, and we'll make a touch and go landing there.
So I turned on unlimited fuel, right, CD? And I'm doing a quick start on the plane, right?
Yeah.
Well, the plane don't want to start, CD.
Full E? Toggle your mixture. Change that to full rich. The red knob. Sorry. Try to drag that out slightly, then drag it back in. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Just to reset that.
I wonder why it's. Hold on. Let me do another landing real quick here. And then just start it on the ground. Maybe I should be able to start it in the air.
Chad is saying check your fuel selector. Your left tank is. So you're a high wing. You should be able to put it to both.
It's on both. There we go. We got some power now.
Barely in the nick of time.
Barely, yeah, right.
More high drama on Flying Friday.
Oh my gosh, Chad, I am sweating, man. Shoo. Man. Chad, did that stress you guys out? Be honest, Chad. Type 1 if you guys got stressed out.
I did my own stressing out at the start of the show, and then the OBS froze up on me. I've had enough stress for the afternoon. Thank you very much.
All right, chat. No typing spoilers, but who's caught up on the most recent episodes of Andor?
Me.
Would you hate me if I asked you what that is?
It's a Star Wars TV show that's airing right now. It's really freaking good, chat. It's so good. If you like Star Wars, you should check out Andor. Cool Ass is best show on TV.
Is it new?
Yeah, season 2 just started a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, season 1's a few years old. Season 2 just came out. And it's not even over yet. Season 2's still ongoing.
The only sad thing about it is we know how Rogue One ends.
Episodes that just came out are pretty intense. All right, where am I here? 8.7 nautical miles to the airport. This will be our first touch and go on Flying Friday today.
Are you referring to Sierra Charlie Hotel Romeo?
That's correct.
Okay.
Well, and yes, it does. They're releasing them 3 episodes at a time per week. Every Tuesday, they release 3 new episodes. And this upcoming Tuesday is the last 3. Not only of the season, but of the entire series. They said they're not going to be a season 3.
Yeah, well, I get it.
Thank you, LBR. Appreciate you, man. We're cruising at 1,700. to be a little closer to the sandbars out here. I'm really just doing some spotting. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, touch and go landing at Sierra Charlie Hotel Romeo, Cochrane. I am now less than 5 miles out. I'm going to disable my autopilot. I do not have the airport in sight yet. Oh, yeah, no, there it is. Right there, chat. You can see the runway. We'll do a straight-in approach.
Nah, really? You think?
Might be a bit of an aggressive...
They need to,
There's like a...
They need to reinforce this thing.
The far end of that runway. Oh, look, we got some snow-capped mountains in the distance, chat. Look at that. This is going to be spectacular.
Sapivo. What's up, Sapivo? Good to see you, man.
The runway's angled down, like on a downslope.
I like the accordion music.
All right, I am on a really long final. A little bit too high for my liking right now, but it's fine.
It's like Parisian music.
Intrepid, hello to you. Welcome.
I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces in the chat now.
Awesome. Okay, Chad, I'm way too high for this landing. What do you think? Should I go around or full send?
Full send.
Chad, type 1 for go around, type 2 for full send. Yeah, of course you're all saying 2.
Full send. Full send.
No, it's fine. In real life, I wouldn't do this.
Right.
Yeah. We're just going to do a bit of a forward slip here. Burn us off some altitude. Ooh, look at that. We had a CL415 at the end of the runway. All right, we're fine. Just a little bit fast.
500.
But for a touch and go, we're no problem. Oh, except there's CL415s right in my way. I can't see where I'm going. Oh, I'm using all the runway, chat. All right, there we go. Touchdown, full throttle. All right, rotate. We're airborne again.
Oh, get up.
All right, there you go, chat. That was not a great landing. That was the by request full send landing. Never say we're not democratic on Fly-In Friday. We give the people what they want.
Got to, man. You got to make the chat happy.
Yeah.
Number 1 rule. Who we got back here, man? Who's with me right now? We got Captain D Faster, Janice, Sapivo, and Flying Teapot. That's everybody from my chat yesterday's in here. What's up, everybody?
That's cool.
I see you guys back there. What are you guys flying, though? I see Sapivo's in the F-18. Not sure what they're flying, though.
Looking so good in 2024. Yeah, looking at some great scenery here. Below us, some fantastic looking trees as we make our way further into sort of the fjordy mountainous areas of our flight today. river valley. So pretty here.
Oh, thank you, Mike. I appreciate you, man.
So we got Mike Road from Got Friends. Says, Joe's been my favorite go-to stream while working during the week. Any time of day, great vibes. Make sure you guys show him some love and drop a follow. Yeah.
That's a really nice message. Thank you so much, man.
There's a link. There's a link to Joe's channel in the chat.
We are actually 10 followers away from officially hitting 500 on Twitch, CD, in just 3 months, man. Huge achievement, man, honestly, for the channel. It's been my goal.
Awesome. Well, let's see if we can get you those 10 right now. There's a link. Go follow Joe.
You're kidding me.
Challenge in the chat there. Ozzy says, CD, the FAA wants to talk to you about that landing. The FAA has no authority here. We're in South America. That was in Chile. Now, the Chilean authorities, they may wish to talk to me. But the FAA, I do not recognize the FAA's authority in South America. And also, while we're at it, folks, while you're giving Joe a follow, check out some of Got Friends' products in the marketplace as well. They make some really popular, very highly regarded and well-received aircraft. And is the marketplace spring sale still on? I know it's getting very close to the end, if it hasn't ended already. Anyone in chat know, is the marketplace spring sale still happening? If it is still on, it'll be like ending in a day or two from now. But this is an opportunity. It ended yesterday. Ah, okay. It's finished. I knew it was close. But yes, there was an opportunity. You could have had some really good savings on a lot of great marketplace products.
There will be more savings in the future.
From the marketplace during the spring sale, what did you guys grab during the sale?
You got the Concorde, Tornado, and the Bronco. Airport upgrades. City Flow is saying we need to be at 6,000 feet. Well, I like to live dangerously.
Amen.
The F-14. Black Rain Cloud and Criminal Pilot both said they had too many, spent way too much. Micro got a few Cocksport aircrafts and also upgrades to the Emerald Scenery Designs bush strips. Very cool.
Nice.
You know, it's always curious to me to see what developers, what other products that they themselves support.
Oh, yeah.
Because of course our developer community, they're very tight-knit amongst themselves. I mean, in the strictest sense, you might think they're technically competitors, but I think a lot of the developers sort of have an all-for-one, one-for-all kind of attitude. Rising tide lifts all boats. What's good for the community is good for everyone who's selling products to flight simmers.
I will say, being here for just 3 months, like, and meeting some of the developers, like, what I've noticed is everybody's very family oriented in this community, man, which is the best part about it, you know. Everybody's just nice and respectful, and for the most part, so.
Yeah, you know what?
Lovely mountains in the background. Lovely, lovely. All right. Now we're getting into territory that, I mean, that was very pretty, but this stuff up ahead, love it.
Because you're not benefiting anyone by doing that. You see every now and then, you see some old school elitist simmers might say something like, oh, I don't want Xbox players in the flight sim community. Or, oh, they added career mode. That's for gamers, not serious simmers like me.
Right.
Well, folks, let me tell you something, why this is important. Even if you don't own an Xbox, and even if you are not personally interested in career mode or anything else, let me tell you, that benefits you regardless, because it grows the hobby, it brings in more people, they become more simmers. It grows the number of people that are participating in our hobby. And in turn, you get a bunch of companies, whether they're software developers making add-on products like Got Friends or some of these other companies that people mentioned in the chat, or they're hardware companies making flight sim peripherals. They see how big flight simming is getting because of all these new people that are getting interested in flight simming. And so
nice.
products get developed because the market is bigger, and so it benefits all of us. So don't be a gatekeeper. Welcome everyone new to the hobby. Welcome them to our community. Make them feel like they have a place here.
For sure. Yeah. Be nice to me.
So remember, you were a new flight simmer at 1.2. There was a time in your flight sim career that you knew nothing about how to properly fly.
Everybody starts out as a noob.
Probably someone along the way that taught you everything you now know.
All the old school flight simmer guys taught me. Real pilots on YouTube.
Take them under your wing, literally and metaphorically. You were born with a CPL.
Joe, check your landing gear. You must have tree leaves on the tires. Oh, man. That was a good one, though. Did you clip it? That was a really good landing. But back to your point, CD, you know, obviously still being, well, I guess I'm no longer considered the new guy anymore, but coming into it, I actually learned a lot from just the community and from other streamers. I never watched a YouTube video or, you know, anything like that. I learned from the community, and that's the best part about it, man. Everybody's, for the most part, is open arms and is willing to sit down and really teach you. And so, yeah, credit to everybody that's taught me everything that I've done.
Yeah, like I always said, you were a newbie at some point too. No matter how many 500 hours you have, no matter how we respect your title of pilot, you started at 0 hours, same as everyone else. And so if you're a great experienced sim pilot now, pay that forward. Someone helped you get to where you are in your simming career, and
Absolutely.
you could help someone else new now. So as I comment here, flying teapots, that it costs nothing to be kind. Words to live by. I love that expression. So yeah, make everyone feel welcome and part of our community. Benefits us all to have more people in flight simulation.
Oh, yeah.
Punta Baja.
You're wondering what I'm bopping my head to right now. I'm listening to some retro wave music at the moment. Kind of fit the vibe that I'm in. Woke up in a really, really good mood today. The retro vibe always gets me going.
Well, you know, how can you not be in a good mood when it's Flying Friday?
Right.
Really, right?
Absolutely.
My favorite day of the week, and for good reason. I get to hang out with all of you wonderful people for 2 hours. We get to fly over some beautiful terrain, including, look at this lake up ahead. Look how pretty this is, chat.
Mm-hmm.
What a spectacular place to be flying. You started with the F-15 Strike Eagle. You know, unorthodox choice. A lot of people would say start with like a basic trainer aircraft, like a Cessna 152, something like that. But you know, if that's what speaks to you, if you want to jump right into the F-15, go for it. No, I also mean in the sim. Well, even people who are just learning how to fly as a sim pilot, I do recommend.
Yeah, man, you might be born with the jet fighter Jones, the jet fighter DNA.
Beginning skills of a new pilot. But you know, look, we got a Super Hornet here off my wingtip. If a fighter jet, if a fast military aircraft, if that's what gets your blood pumping,
Right.
that's what excites you, then go for that.
Go for it, absolutely.
You might be Maverick.
live weather. Well, I'm on a preset, so I won't encounter that. Man, really pretty flight today, though. I know I say that every week, chat, but like, how can you deny that? Look where we're flying. Look how scenic and beautiful this is.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Obviously, it's not on our flight plan, but I actually want to take a detour. No, I'm not going to do it because we don't have time. But look at this valley here. I'm going to go off to my, make a left-hand 90-degree turn.
Right.
Go exploring down that valley. Maybe, Joe, that might be something you can do when you fly here on your channel.
Well, I was going to tell you, CD, I'd love to see you pop in the channel sometime and come bushing with me when it's not Flying Friday, man. Get you into...
Well, it depends. Obviously, I've got a day job. Technically,
Right.
I'm on the clock working right now. I can't just go flying for fun during business hours. But if I catch you when I'm not working one day, I'll certainly do that.
Yeah, come on in, man. Absolutely.
Yeah. Folks, a lot of people think that this is my full-time job. I just stream Flying Friday. This is like 5% of my job is Flying Friday. The bulk of what I do, and the most important duty I have as the community manager, is to listen to what all of you are saying online. What you're saying about Microsoft Flight Sim, what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see improved. Take all that in, read what everyone's talking about, and then share that feedback with the rest of the Flight Sim team, up to and including Jorg himself, of course. He's very interested in hearing what players are saying about Flight Simulator. So yeah, the bulk of my work week is actually just listening to people. Listening to simmers, listening to what you have to say, and then making sure that feedback gets sent to the right people. Micro says, my day is moving dots around a screen for 8 to 10 hours, and you love it. Micro, this is a true story. My university education is in computer science. I have a CS degree, a bachelor undergraduate degree in CS. And yet, despite having that education, I've never actually once written code professionally for money. Obviously, I know how to program computers, but my career has taken a different path. And despite that being my formal education, I've never actually done that for work.
So Micro is the modeler for Got Friends, and he does a lot of other work for Got Friends as well. But man, he is, when it comes to modeling these planes and just getting down into the detail of them, absolutely crushes it, man. Dude's a legend. All the products I've got for Got Friends. The Wilga's my favorite though, man. I love the Wilga. Have you flown that yet, CD? I think I asked you that last fly-in Friday, maybe. But have you flown the Wilga by Got Friends?
So I haven't, and I'll tell you why. On Fly-In Friday, I tend to always choose one of the default aircraft. I want people to feel, included in our community, and I don't want someone to say, "Oh, I need to go out and go on the marketplace and spend X amount of dollars to fly the same plane that the host is flying." So I purposely try to use default planes that are built into the sim. Every now and then, I will fly a third-party add-on aircraft, but it's pretty rare, and that's the reason why I tend to use the default aircraft. Just because all of you people who are viewing, either you're a Game Pass subscriber or you bought Flight Sim up front, I don't want you to think, oh, now I need to go out and spend even more money on marketplace add-ons to be able to do what CD's doing on Fly-In Friday. All right, we are coming up to our next touch and go. I'm 5 miles out. I'm going to disable my autopilot. All right, where is the runway? We should be able to see it. 3.7 miles out. Is that it? Right there? That looks like a river, not a runway.
Same thing in my book.
All right, well, we don't see it yet. Is this it, or is this a road? That looks like it might be a runway. I think this is it here. All right, we're gonna call this a long left base. And we'll line up for that runway. Chat's confirming that is, in fact, the runway. All right, good to know.
500.
So cloud covered.
I'm gonna just turn player nameplates off just temporarily so I can see where I'm going. Oh, there's that CL415 again. Probably the same one I saw earlier on the last touch and go.
What was that? You heard the wheels touch?
All right, turning to final now.
Let's see it, CD.
It's very aggressive.
Not too
Look at
far
that dust.
behind you.
Look at the dust that's being kicked up there by the Draco X.
Oh, I see it on the screen, yeah.
Yeah, did you see that? Oh, I was distracted by that. We gotta focus on the landing. Line up with the runway. All right, here we go. And touchdown, full throttle. And rotates. There we go. Another touch and go in the books.
Somebody's gonna be mad at me.
I'm not too far behind. I'm basically right here. For some reason, I'm still behind, and I'm going 170 knots. I don't know.
500.
We're not talking about local cuisine yet. Well, so okay, I will confess, I don't know.
Oh,
if
oh, it got me.
has any
Got me. It got me, paw.
specialties. I am familiar with both Argentinian and Chilean cuisine, though. Argentina, very well known for their beef industry.
Uh-huh.
Some
For sure.
high quality steaks you can get from Argentina.
Ooh.
500.
Have you ever had Wagyu?
I have. Okay, I've had Wagyu two different ways, let me tell you. One, I was in Japan at the time, in Kobe, Japan. I had Kobe beef in Kobe. That was pretty cool. That was a pretty fun life experience.
Interesting.
And then I was at a high-end steakhouse in Canada where they imported Japanese A5 Wagyu certified. And for those of you who've never done this before, the authentic stuff comes with a certificate. I'm not making this up. And any restaurant that like claims to serve authentic Japanese A5 Wagyu, they will have the certificate.
Really?
It's a government-issued certificate that tells you what prefecture the cattle was, raised in. It tells you the name of the cattle, the name of its parents, its birthday.
Wow.
It has all kinds of stats. It's kind of interesting. It's also kind of morbid. Like, I don't know if I want to have this much information about my food. Like,
Right.
I don't need to know its name and its birthday. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, that is so funny.
Yeah. Now here's the thing with authentic A5 Wagyu though. It is really rich and buttery. It has a very high fat content, really a lot of marbling, and this is why it's considered so valuable. However, you can't eat too much of it. Like you might think, oh, I like.
You'll get the poops.
Steak eater. I love a good like 40 steak.
You'll get the poops.
You could not eat 14 ounces of A5 Wagyu. So typically, at least in my experience, when you go to a steakhouse that serves Wagyu, what they'll recommend is order like another steak that like you would normally, but then also as like a little bonus, get a couple ounces of the A5 Wagyu on the side. As sort of like an extra treat.
So does it fill you up quick or?
Yeah.
It's just really rich.
Okay.
Hang on, I'll pull a photo up in a second once I clear this ridge. Still hand flying at the moment. Whoa, chat! Look at this! Look at this scenery up ahead.
Yep, it's gorgeous. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I didn't see it, but there, to the chat room typing. It'll give you the squirts. Sorry. Hope you're having a great day. TGIF, right? Patagonia is pretty. This is the first time I've been down here.
So pretty.
Funny thing is, during the career mode, my normal weekly flying, I'm all the way at the other side of the. I'm all the way at the top of the world. Today we're all the way at the bottom end of the world.
Oh yeah.
Look at this, chat.
Keep my flaps back up. Duh. Yeah, this is lovely. Up north,
All right.
top of the world too. Beautiful, beautiful mountains.
Photo of the Kobe beef I had in Kobe.
So would it be too personal to ask you what were you doing in Japan or?
No, not at all. I was just on vacation. I was visiting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's one heck of a vacation, huh?
It really was.
Did you go see Tokyo at all, or?
Yep. Yeah. I went to Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, Nara, Kobe, and Hiroshima.
How long were you out there for?
2 weeks.
Oh wow! Did all that in 2 weeks?
Yep.
Oh wow! That's wild.
Okay. Almost found it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you a few photos, chat. This was the restaurant. There was the chef in front of me, and there was the cut of beef. No, I did not eat all that myself. That was split between multiple people. But look at the marbling of that cut. Like,
Oh wow!
like, look at the fat content. Look how tasty that looks. No, that's uncooked at the moment. I'll show you some other photos here in a sec.
And this was in Japan, you said?
Yeah, this was in Kobe, Japan, the home of the famous Kobe beef. Allegedly the best, the finest cuts of beef in the world. There, look at
Wow.
there's a more close-up photo of it. Look at that. Look at just the marbling on that cut.
Oh wow!
Yeah. And then I'll show you when it was done.
That's a big cut right there.
Yeah, again, that was not for one person. That was split between multiple people.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah.
This is what it looked like when it was done. So they sort of cut it up into cubes.
Excuse me.
There's the side dishes that go along with it.
36 minutes after the hour.
And amazing. It melts in your mouth. You barely even need to chew it.
So for a meal like that, right?
Yeah.
Out in Japan, in USD, how much would that go for?
I
You would've preferred
think,
that.
if I remember correctly, that was probably around
You're kidding me.
Canadian dollars per person.
Oh wow!
Like it was obviously it's not a cheap meal, but I've had more expensive meals than that before.
Right. Well, I mean, you're on vacation too, so I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta eat good. You know what I mean?
Well, and here's the other nice thing about Japan. You can get an amazing meal at any price point.
Right.
Like some days Some days I spent a lot of money on A5 Wagyu to have Kobe beef in Kobe, and other days I had like a $5 bowl of ramen, and it was delicious.
Yeah, right. Have you ever been to, because you seem like you've traveled all over, have you ever been to the Great Wall of China?
I've not. I've never actually been to mainland China at all. I've been to Hong Kong before.
Okay.
The special administrative region.
Right.
But I've not been to the Chinese mainland. Oh, look at this. I've got an inverted Draco X behind me.
That's actually one of the places that I've always wanted to visit was the Great Wall of China, man. I've always wanted to visit that ever since I was a kid. Seeing that on like the History Channel and learning about it in school.
Yeah, well, like, I like to travel for really primarily two reasons. Obviously, I'm a culinary tourist. I like trying different food from all over the world.
Okay.
And I'm an architecture tourist. I like to look at different buildings and how cool they are. And so for that perspective, Shanghai seems like a really amazing city to visit. If anyone's seen the Shanghai Financial District, I think it's one of the coolest skylines anywhere.
I have not seen that, no.
Okay, let me pull up a photo of that.
I don't think the Great Wall of China is in the sim, is it?
I don't think so, no.
No? That'd be a really cool update.
I think there's freeware add-ons you can download that add it.
It's a really cool idea.
The autopilot's not on trim, won't respond right.
Okay.
It doesn't want to stay. Got a mind of its own now.
The skyline of Shanghai. I think that's just some of the coolest buildings anywhere. It's such a beautiful looking skyline, so I would love to go visit that sometime.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm just now seeing it. Look at that.
Yeah.
Easy plane, easy.
Question from the chat.
Oh, we're gonna rip off the wings again. Yeah, it was responding to the trim there.
Sync rate.
Find a decent photo.
Well, we caught up to everybody. Like the crew mode skydive landing, after you ditch your skydivers, you have to like zoom down to the ground as fast as possible, or you don't get a good score. You have to learn how to nosedive this thing.
500.
Coming in so fast.
All right, here we go. Here is the
Hello, Kev.
iconic touristy shot you can possibly take in Singapore. There you go, chat. That is one of the famous Merlions, and then a Marina Bay Sands in the background. This is Marina Bay in Singapore. You cannot get a more touristy shot than that if you've ever been to Singapore.
Truly beautiful down here.
An amazing skyline. Let me see if I'll find a photo here that can show you more from that.
So, CD, I got a question for you. Out of all the places that you've been to, what's your top favorite?
Oh, that is a tough question. All right, here, folks. This is the Singapore skyline. This is taken from the top of the Marina Bay Sands, so it's sort of looking the opposite direction of where we just were. In fact, if we zoom in, right there, that's the Merlion that we just saw, and so now we're looking in the opposite direction at the skyline. My favorite place that I've ever been. Oh, I mean, that's such a tough question because I've never been anywhere that I've disliked. I've always had a great trip no matter where I traveled in the world. I've been to, I think, close to 30 countries at this point.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if you twist my arm and made me choose a favorite, I would probably say Japan. But I've never disliked anywhere I've visited. I've always liked every trip I've ever been on.
So where all have you been?
Okay, let me pull up.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is gonna take a moment.
If I can remember them all. All right, here we go. Got big maps open. All right, so obviously I'm from Canada. I've been to the United States. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Panama. I've been to Curacao. I've been to Ecuador, Peru, and Chile. I've been to Tanzania. I've been to Iceland, Norway, UK, France. Now, I know someone in chat's going to object to this. Technically, I've been to Denmark. I have not been to this part of Denmark, though. The part that most people associate with. I've been to the Faroe Islands, which are right here, which is, see, it says Den, D-E-N, that's for Denmark. Shirley Dev says, no, you haven't. I have. It says right there, Denmark. I have been to the Faroe Islands, which are part of Denmark. It even says right on the map, D-E-N. So I've been to Denmark. I've been to France. I've been to the Netherlands. I've been to Italy, Greece, Turkey. I've been to Japan, which you just said. I've been to Taiwan, Vietnam, Hong Kong, Malaysia, and Singapore.
Wow.
I've been to New Zealand. Am I missing any? I've not been to Spain, not yet. I want to go to Spain though. That's high on my list. I think I got most of them. I might be missing like one or two, but I've been to. That's most of where I've been.
What's your next destination that you plan on visiting?
Probably Egypt.
Egypt. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. I
Go
will
see
see.
the pyramids.
Of course, you can't go to Egypt and not see the.
I'm jealous now. And the pyramids in the sim too are awesome.
They are.
We did a flight there a few weeks ago.
Yep.
On Friday.
It's really beautiful. They have quite a few different places in there. Not a lot of the older ones that are kind of the off-track ones, but
Going to Egypt next week.
very, very nice. Very nice experience.
With her once she gets home and
Grab my coffee.
all her photos. And
Cheers. Here's to your health, well-being, and prosperity. That's lovely down there.
By the way, look at this. Look at
Remember to stay hydrated.
Draco X.
And TGIF.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's the Pivo. Yeah, man.
Don't get in too much trouble this weekend. Try not to. Okay? I know how you are. I used to be an unruly youth once. Yeah, that's great. We had such a good economy back then.
All right, Chad, I want to show you something else.
25-cent beers all night.
About how Singapore is a great culinary destination. Well, when I was in Singapore, I met up with a friend who's local, and he was taking me around and showing me different places, wanted me to try different things, including some I'd never had before.
They're like, kids don't drink and smoke a lot these days. Well, who can afford to? They're just trying to stay alive.
Living in North America.
Poor kids. I feel sorry for all the kids today because they just don't know. They don't know. And like we didn't know when we were growing up. Let me pause, turn down CD for a moment.
Why I would say this is anything no.
So, when we were growing up, hearing the old people complain about 50 cents a gallon, that's an outrage. Right? And that's where it was starting. Right? So when we were growing up, $5, man, that's your whole weekend. It's like, I got my $5 for the weekend. We could drive, I lived in Colorado, so drive up to Denver, drive home. 25-cent beers all night at the clubs, right? And so, yeah, we just can't do that at all anymore. I do. I really, really, really feel bad for them that they didn't get to experience, that they don't get to experience the financial freedom and fun. At that age, we were making really good money, even minimum wage jobs. And you could still have so much free, you're spending money as a kid to go do whatever you wanted to do. And I just feel so bad for them. We have to have 3 or 4 people just in our, roommates just to survive. That would suck. We got to get it back to being groovy, that's for sure. For the kids, man. What happened to we believe the children are our future? Trying to let them pay the way. Oh my. But yeah, I would love to visit this place. This part, not where we really started out. I'm not really into flat, dry. But boy, do I love mountains. Chile Chico. Is that our landing? Is that where we're done for the day? Probably. Let's check here. All right, let's turn back up, CD. You're old like me. You know what I was talking about, economy-wise.
About eating durian.
Ugh.
The taste sticks with you for hours later. I only had a little bit of durian. I
that's
didn't
it.
eat that much of it. You get durian burps from
Ugh.
6 hours later. You're still, the taste is still in your throat. Those of you in chat, those of you who tried durian before, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh. So it's a fruit?
It is a fruit, yeah.
It's stinky. Oh, isn't it the world's stinkiest fruit? Oh no, we're still up ahead. I was looking at that runway. No, I'm wrong.
When it comes to smells.
Oh, then you're not gonna like that, Joe. Not at all.
Smells like that. I wouldn't even be able to eat it. I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I don't know. Hold my nose and.
They say ultimately it's not bad. I mean, it tastes alright, just the smell.
Here's the thing: when I'm traveling, I don't say no to anything. There's like an adventure, like anything I can do that's a new experience, I will say yes, regardless. And
I normally will.
my local friend who was showing me around, he's like, "Oh, you should."
I'm
try
pretty
durian
adventurous
while you're here,
foodie.
fresh durian." I was like, "Yes, let's do it."
Right.
But I don't think so.
Well, I mean, you're also traveling too and trying new foods, and you don't. I mean, it makes sense, you know. You're
So
in it
here's-
for the culinary.
Yeah, here's another photo I'll show you. Again, this when I was in Singapore, I went to this restaurant, very famous. This was globally well known. For a while, this place, it's in like a...
So what are your plans this weekend? I'm doing nothing exciting. I have yard work to do that I've been putting off. The weather's been not so great on the weekends, and that's lovely because it's been putting it off. But I don't think there's any putting it off this weekend. So I'll be out in the yard, I think.
Meal at this restaurant in Singapore for basically the equivalent of $5 US.
What?
Yep.
I am playing the, while I got you, I am playing the Sims City 2013.
5 USD.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
Where's
it
this
says
again?
here-
Love doing my flight simming, but it gets, you know, I got to do other things, play other games. So I'm doing 2013 at night, and Christine, the wife, she's super into The Sims. So are the kids. We got them sadly hooked on Maxis. Well, not really, not sadly. I shouldn't say it that way. I've been a Maxis fan since I was a late teen, going into college. And so yeah. Anyway. Everybody's wondering what's going to happen with The Sims. They've got so many competitors now, and they haven't really delivered on some of the promises that they made to the community 30 years ago. Like, The Sims and SimCity could be played together, right? Then they tried convincing us for the longest time that SimCity players, like the gatekeepers, SimCity players don't play Sims. They're not going to play The Sims. Well, you don't know. And now The Sims is super popular. So I play The Sims now, and I'm like, man, I really missed being able to do this in the city and do that, and I want to have a SimCity mode. And then I'm playing SimCity, and I'm like, my gosh, I wish I had The Sims. I want to go down and I want to customize all the Sims for my police departments and my fire departments and all my good stuff, so I can supercharge my city. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, Ian's always going to have cars. And why don't we have cars? We were promised cars 30 years ago. We had Streets of SimCity, which was before Grand Theft Auto. We had Grand Theft Auto before Grand Theft Auto, and then they stopped making SimCity. We had Simcopter before everybody else, flying Sims. Not like Microsoft and stuff, but so now the Sim kids today, they don't know. And so they're all, we want cars and we want larger worlds and we want to control the sim world and nothing matters without an economy and why am I making all this food and I'm growing all this stuff, but it doesn't do anything. And I'm like, well, that's because you want SimCity and you want Streets of SimCity and you want Simcopter and you want SimPlanet and some of you even want Spore gameplay. They're like, I don't just like going into the rabbit holes of my rocket ship. Why can't I explore space? Well, you can. So Maxis has all of these titles that have been providing all the different aspects of expanded sim play, and now they've let all the other titles fall off and pretty much die, including SimCity. And now is when all the Simmer peoples, the Sims people, are like, we want all that stuff. So I really hope that Maxis finally delivers on promises made 30 years ago to bring all the products together, if you want to, not that you have to. Everybody's like, my God, it's so expensive now. Anyway, the reason why I say I'm doing that and I'm playing that in the evenings, it's unscheduled. I don't have a schedule for it yet. But please allow me a moment to... Do you ever get Jones to play something you haven't played in a long, long time?
After being pecked by a radioactive
I have a
bird.
SimCity 2013 Jones. It's been nagging at me for days. So I reinstalled it from the EA app, but I'm not sure that I'm happy about that. It's a madness, I tell you. A madness. It's going to consume up entirely too much of my time. You see all this fancy stuff they're displaying in this intro teaser? Well, I always seem to implode before I ever get to the fancy future stuff. I think I develop too fast, get too impatient. Truly. Get a little too crazy with trying some things. So my Jones wants me to try to take it a bit slower on the development and pay close attention to the basics of population growth and basic resource demands. I want to try to get multiple cities working together, buying and selling resources and goods, then work up to regional transportation, then work up to all the future fancy stuff, and then maybe even, finally, create one of the great works.
Yeah,
Now,
I've never done it.
that all sounds good right now, but I'm not sure how
Kinda
it's going to
SimCity
go
fan
this
am
time
I?
around. Anyway, I got the SimCity Jones, I tell you. The Jones! And it's a madness.
Native born in Canada.
It is. So I'll be doing that tonight. I also picked up SimCity Societies.
Hawaiian pizza at the
I
satellite
haven't made a teaser trailer for that yet.
Ontario.
That's a really different way to play SimCity. It's
Inspired
basically like it's the city is the sim.
these dishes, which commonly mix sweet and sour flavors,
Very different. Really interesting.
pineapple, ham, bacon, other toppings.
I've been pushing this poor plane.
Very popular. The name of this creation was not directly inspired by the U.S. state of Hawaii at all. Panopoulos chose the name Hawaiian.
Well, I'm glad he took us through that route because that was gorgeous.
Interestingly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wonder if the satellite restaurant in Chatham, Kent, I wonder if that is still open. I'm gonna look this up now.
It broke Nav.
It is! They have a website! Look at this, chat. Satellite Family Restaurant since 1962, home of the Hawaiian pizza. This place is still open today.
Oh, wow. You might have to go there too, Sadie.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome that they're still open. Oh, here's the airport, by the way. I'm overshooting. All right, let me disable my autopilot and fly a proper left-hand circuit here. Anyways, chat, all this talk is that next week you are required for Flying Friday to get pizza. Any kind of pizza you want. And what
No, I can't do it.
We're going to talk about the different kinds of pizzas that people order, what kind of toppings you like, what style of crust you like, everything about pizza, what style, like if you like Napoli style or American style, New York, Chicago, whatever.
Ooh, Chicago style
on
pizza.
Flying Friday next week. So come prepared with your favorite pizza. And be ready for Hex to chastise you in the chat. Hex, for those of you who don't know, is Italian, and of course they have very strong opinions about what a pizza should or should not be.
Oh yeah, right.
Pizza snobs, like your beer snobs, coffee snobs.
I love some good old pizza though, man. I love Italian food in general.
It kind of is the perfect food, right?
It is, yeah. You ever see somebody put applesauce on spaghetti?
No.
No.
That must be a southern thing then.
all right. Hex.
Wow.
What is the greater crime to Italian mean?
That was it.
Pizza or applesauce on spaghetti?
Yeah, it's the applesauce. Ooh my.
Got him going. Oh man. That's so funny. People do
No,
that,
that's
true.
just gross, Joe.
Here in the South.
That's not funny, Joe. That's gross.
Absolutely.
What's wrong with you?
Now I haven't done it, but
Huh. Oh, please. The community does that every week.
Ooh, chats. What do you think
Crazy.
of that landing?
Oh, no.
coming in for a landing as well.
That was pretty good. Right on the center line, very smooth touchdown.
Well, I've got engine malfunctions all over the place. I don't know how it's gonna go.
Pineapple was the worst part. Is the worst of the two. All right, chat. Let me butter it, man. Let me butter it for y'all. You guys been good today.
Yep. Chat, did I show you, I think I did last week or maybe the week before, the Korean style pizza that I can order from a restaurant near me?
500.
I think the Italians in the chat would really they think pineapple on pizza is bad. Wait till they see what the Koreans have done to pizza. I think it's delicious, but it's definitely not a purist
Kimchi pizza
form of pizza for sure.
with I don't know what that stuff's called. The red paste. Gochujang.
All right, I am out of my aircraft and walking around. Joe is about to land on short final. Chat, if you're on 2024, come find me. Get out of your plane, walk around. I'm parked next to the runway. We'll do our customary meetup.
Butter. Wow. Oh, really? Plane? Really?
Good job on that
A
one.
good landing and then you just won't slow down?
Appreciate it.
All right, chat, here I am. There's virtual
Really?
CD. Looks just like real CD. Except
I should have used the reverse thrusters. I forgot that this thing had.
So come find me. Got a lot of people hanging out around me. We'll make our little social circle here as we get ready to sign off. Joe, great having you on the channel again. Any final thoughts from you before we end today's stream?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you guys for having me. It's been a blast. Even the last one was fun, and this one was fun. So I appreciate you guys having me chat. Thank you guys for being so nice and flying with us, man. It was good seeing some familiar faces, and we got some new followers as well. So hopefully I get to see you guys in the channel. We're 3 more actually from 500. 3 more followers away from 500. So.
Well, Joe, I put a link to your
guys in there, man.
I put a link to your Twitch channel in the chat.
Yeah.
Folks, we need 3 more people. I know 3 of you out there can do it. 3 people right now, go follow Joe's channel on Twitch. Get him to 500 live on stream so we can do that.
Let's do it.
Do it now. Anyways, chat, we'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Bring pizza. We're flying to Italy next week, to Naples, the birthplace of pizza, for International Pizza Party Day. So bring pizza to Flying Friday next week. We will see you there. Have a great weekend, everyone. See you next time. Goodbye.
See you guys. Bye.
Well, there was Friday's flying. Thank you, Microsoft. That was fun. Good to see all the regulars. Good stuff. All right. Well, I need a break and I need to get things squared away and get ready to do that. I don't know if I'm going to do SimCity Societies first and then jump into SimCity 2013. I've got to say, the first couple of nights I started streaming SimCity 2013, it did not go well at all. I'm getting patient. Do you ever get Jones to play something you haven't played in a long, long time? I do. Well, I have a SimCity 2013 Jones. It's been nagging at me for days. So I reinstalled it from the EA app. Let me try to grab that. What, you want to go out? All right, give me a minute. I'm just finishing up the live stream. Got a cat over here.
500.
Let me see if I can find the Societies trailer. I don't have any voiceovers for it. But I do have the intro. See if I can get it to play here. Might be a bit quiet. Meant to be a little quiet so I can do a voiceover over it. So this is a really different way. It wasn't. Some people liked it. Some people really hated it. It was just a different way to play SimCity. And you could create. It was more about social engineering and creating thematic cities. An authoritarian city, a fun city, a science city, old like 1800s. That's something you really can't do in SimCity 2013 anymore. Or really couldn't do in any of them, really. Like if I wanted to create a farming community, you know, they didn't have the assets for me to do that. So this way you can kind of create the environments that you want. And then they added an expansion pack to it, which doesn't seem to be working, called Destinations. And I'm going to continue to rant about all the things that the Sims people are playing these days. All the people that are playing Sims these days and what they're asking for, going into the forums and reading what they want for Sims 5. Or what they wanted for whatever the Project Renee was going to be. And one of the things like was we want to create destinations, resorts, hotels, and we want to run all that stuff. Well, everything that the Sims community seems to be asking for, almost everything that they're asking for these days, is found in other Sim titles, all the SimCity titles. And just in general, as a Maxis fan, I would love them to bring back SimCity. But as a Sims fan, I would definitely love the two to tie in. And I would love them to return to Streets of SimCity, Simcopter, Simtown, Simtower, whatever. Bring all the Sim stuff back. Spore. And finally, I think the Sims people would go bonkers. It's what they've been waiting for. They just don't fully know it because they weren't around early in the Maxis days. And they don't know that Will Wright said, eventually I'd love all these products to tie in so you could create a Sim City and then bring your Sims into it. And they have yet to realize that. They've never done that. But with SimCity 2000, you could create a city and then load your city into streets of SimCity and have Grand Theft Auto type of adventures. Or you could load the city that you just made and you built your arcology and you could fly around your city and have great firefighting adventures and search and rescue and catching speeders, and they really were on the right track. Really, really were on the right track. And then, I don't know, bad decisions. But then they kind of like walked away and everything became, well, then Sim Streets went away and Copter went away and everything started just dying off. So it's 2025 now, and all we have left is The Sims, and all those people are like, we want more. And other Sim people are like Inzoid, they're going to start delivering more. Why don't we have more? Yeah, Maxis, EA. Why don't we have more? What happened to you guys? So, like, Project Renee means rebirth. Okay, well, maybe rebirth back to the original plan. That's the kind of rants I'm doing whenever I'm playing the SimCity, and I'm going to be playing Society soon. So if that interests you, please like and subscribe, and you'll be able to tell when I go live. And if you want to check any of that out. All right. If I don't see you, you have a great weekend, and I'll be back Monday through Thursday at 1 p.m. to continue. And as you saw this week, these fly-ins are at noon, so leave Friday open for that. Take care.
$500.